ain't gon' last for long, and that's for sure. Wait till she find herself, and I bet that she gon' blow. I said, baby, why you sad?
What's up, guys? It's your girl Carly, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is just gonna be kind of like the other one. I'm just gonna be answering you guys' questions. I answered some of you guys' questions last week. They were really more about pregnancy than about how life is going since I had my baby. So today I'm gonna be answering questions about how life is going since I had my daughter. Are you single? Yes, I am single. I am a single mother. I've been single since probably like a little bit after Halloween happened, because I was talking to her dad on Halloween, but shortly after that, we fell out. Your age? I'm currently 17 years old, but I am going to be turning 18 very soon. I turn 18 in July, and it is almost February. Do you want more kids? And not right now. I do not want more kids right now, but obviously in the future, I would like to have me either another daughter or a son. Either one works. I always told myself I was going to have 2 kids. I wanted a boy and a girl. I wanted a boy first, but I got my daughter first. So honestly, since I have a little girl, I would rather have another one because I know how to take care of a little girl. But if I had a little boy, I would not be mad. I just do not want another child at the moment. Sexuality. My sexuality has not changed. I like guys. I think females are very pretty. Don't get me wrong, I think females are very pretty, but I've never took that step. So that's just not what I'm, you know. My best friend would have to be my daughter. My daughter, and obviously like my baby mama. I call her my baby mama because she was there with me like through my whole pregnancy. That was my best friend through my whole pregnancy. She was there when my daughter was born, everything. That was literally, I don't know, she watched my child come out my coochie. Like, there's no other kind of bond that could be there. She was there with me when I found out. She was there with me when I had my panic attack about it. She was there with me through all of the stuff with her dad. She was there with me for my first appointment up until the very last one with the doctor when I had her. So like, that's my best friend, and then my daughter's my best friend because that is, I don't know, there's no other bond like the bond you have with your child. Honestly, there really isn't. You can see her little arm. When did you lose your Vcard? I lost my Vcard on April 25th when I was 16 years old. What school did you go to? I was homeschooled. I started being homeschooled in the 7th grade. So I've been homeschooled since I was in the 7th grade. I graduated. Yes, I did. I graduated. I still have not walked the stage yet because I have to wait till my graduating class graduates, but I already finished school. Are you still with her dad? I am not with her dad, but I'm still with her dad. I'm at this moment, I'm trying to get him to be financially responsible for her because she's a month old and I did everything for myself. I've not asked him for any help except for one time. I told him simply, I was like, if I'm about your daughter anything, like buy her something, you know? So he did. He bought me some bottles to store my breast milk and all that good stuff. So like, he did something, but he hasn't done enough. So like at the moment, I'm just trying to get him to financially help me with my daughter so I don't have to rush back to work. Because like, I'm still making everything work and stuff, and I still feed her and I clothe her and I buy her diapers and her wipes, and I don't ask him for anything. But yeah, besides that, we're not in a relationship. No, I wouldn't even say we're friends, but we are civil for our daughter. Does birth hurt? Birth doesn't feel good. Obviously it doesn't feel good. It's birth. You're having a child. You're pushing a whole human being out of your coochie. Like, no, it does not feel great. For me personally, my birth experience was one of the best. I had one of the best birth experiences. Don't get me wrong, I was in labor for 25 hours, okay? But I did not feel most of it. Like, I was in labor for a whole like 22 hours before I even started feeling anything. When I first got there and stuff, I had to wait for, well, my water had already broke before I got to the hospital. So my water broke around 10 o'clock on the 17th. So, you know, my water broke through, like my water was leaking the whole day because mine didn't just gush out, mine was leaking. It was slowly leaking. It just felt like I kept peeing on myself. Crazy. They wanted me to wait till my cervix started dilating before, you know, they'd give me my pernil and stuff. I was in labor for 18 hours off of Pitocin and I was still not dilating. So I finally started dilating, and when I started dilating and I was feeling those contractions, like, they was bad. Like, everyone saying me that they was bad. I have a video that I'll insert real quick.
You're doing great, baby doll. If you feel like you need that stain on, let me know, okay? I'll tell them.
I'm gonna wait so cigars to get hurt.
Okay, you're doing great.
Those were like, I was breathing through it. Don't get me wrong, I was breathing through it, but that hurt really bad. That was one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. It feels like a bad period cramp, and it feels like a period cramp on the inside and on the outside. With like, it feels like somebody's tying a belt around you, and then you're having a period cramp. and like they're pulling the belt while you're having a period cramp. Like it's just a tight period cramp feeling. So like I wouldn't say that it's terrible, but it's not comfortable at all. And I have been pregnant for the last 9 months, so, or 8 months, whatever you want to call it. So I hadn't had a period, so it was like having a period for the first time all over again. It was not comfortable. But I got my epidural at 1 centimeter. I know that's crazy. I got my epidural at 1 centimeter because my contractions were so strong. So after I got my epidural, it took like 30 minutes and I was already dilated 10 centimeters. Her head was coming out. The nurse was sitting there holding her head like this, waiting for my doctor to come. Contractions hurt. The epidural did not hurt, and birth did not hurt. I did not feel anything. I didn't tear or anything like that. I only bled for like 2 weeks. I'm exclusively breastfeeding, so I actually did start bleeding again around week 4, but it's really light bleeding. It's like what it looks like when you're about to start or end your period, you know, just like it's a little bit of blood. So yeah, it's not a lot at all. I would say the only thing that you should be scared of in birth, for me, personal experience, because I'm not saying for all people, so don't get mad at me if you have a baby and it didn't feel like this, or it hurt, or you tore, or it was just awful, you know. And if you had a better experience than me, then congratulations, because I feel like I had a really good fucking experience. So I say that with having a child, the only thing that you should be like scared of or expect to hurt is the contractions. When them contractions start hitting, you will know they're hitting. They don't feel like no Braxton Hicks contractions. You will know you're having a contraction. That's just that. And before anybody says this, okay, it's not going to completely numb you. It's not going to be like, oh, I can't move my body, I'm paralyzed. Like, it'll just be like every part of your body feels like it's sleeping, and if you start moving it, it'll be tingly, you know. You might feel like where your belly button is and up, you might feel that, but belly button and down, you ain't gonna feel nothing. And then me personally, I liked when they gave me my epidural because my favorite part was they tape it to your back right here, like they put it in your back and they tape the tube up your back and stuff. So when they shoot the epidural in you, it's like this cold little, oh my god, it feels great. It's this cold sensation in your back, and I thought it felt great. I like cold stuff, so I thought that was great. I don't even know where I was going with that, but what is the hardest part about having a child? The hardest part about having a child would be doing it alone. For me, would be doing it alone, because I don't have the help that I should have. I have my parents, obviously, but like her dad's not here. Change her diaper alone, feed her alone, clothe her alone, bathe her alone, go to sleep with her alone, wake up with her alone. I'm raising her alone, and that's the hardest part. It's just doing it alone. I added this question in here because so somebody told me, because I was asking you guys to ask me these questions and stuff so I can make the video. Somebody asked me, they was like, why don't you post pictures of your daughter? And I was like, I just don't post pictures of her. And they was like, oh, you're embarrassed of your child because you don't post pictures of her. I'm not embarrassed of my child at all. If you've seen my daughter, or if you met my daughter, I was blessed with the child I have. I'm blessed with the child I have. I don't post my daughter to the internet for the simple fact that she's a child. She's very young, and I don't want to expose her to social media at a young age. And it's not even, I don't even know how to put it, like, there's so many people out here. There's perverts, there's people I don't like, people that don't like me, people that do not have the best interest in my heart, simple haters, just people who were simply hating on me for the fact that I just had a child and I'm thriving in life. Like, so I don't post my child on social media because I don't want to expose her to that. I don't want nobody looking at my child in a nasty, rude, sexual way, none of that. Like, she's a child, she's a baby, she's a month old. I'm her mother. It is my job to protect her, and that is my way of protecting her, is to keep her away from people I don't like, I don't trust, I don't feel comfortable around, and to not expose her to social media. So I don't see why I have to expose her and post her to social media for everybody else's benefit. This is my child. This is not your child. My job is to protect her. My job is not to flaunt her, expose her, or anything like that. So if you think I'm embarrassed of my child because I don't post her on social media, you are obviously very wrong, and you are not a parent. I'm protecting my child. I'm not embarrassed. So with that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, make sure to come back next week for more videos. I post as often as I can. I think this video is going up like 3 weeks after the last video did. That's because when I made that video, I had just gave birth. I literally had just gave birth. It was like the first day of me being home, the first or second day of me being home. So I had to adjust to my child and adjust to the way everything was going to be doing. Because when I first brought her home, I was pumping and feeding her. And then I went from pumping and feeding her, because I stopped pumping so much, to I was having to give her a bottle. And then I went from weaning her off the bottle to give her the boob. Now she's an exclusively breastfed baby. So I had to go through the whole being sleepy and trying to get back on her sleep schedule. I sleep when my daughter sleeps. My daughter sleeps right now. I should be sleeping, making a YouTube video. I gotta work, you know? I gotta put my work in. Like, this is what my creative outlet is, and I've not been thriving in it because of everybody else, you know? But yes, I'm going to try to post more. I'm really just going to be asking you guys, like, what do y'all want to see? So if it seems like I'm posting repeats of videos, I'm sorry about it. That's what y'all want to see. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week.
No, it ain't gonna last for long, and that's for sure. Wait till she find herself, and I bet that she gon' blow. I said, baby, why you sad?